Edge City by Robert Agnoli. Everybody knows him as Bobby A. Bobby A is a regular at the Italian American Writers Association readings, the open mic readings that happen once a month at the Cornelia Street Cafe. This is his first book of poetry, and he's really influenced by people like Lawrence Ferlinghetti, Jack Kerouac, the kind of stream of consciousness work. He's not as political in his message about being Italian American. He simply tells it like it is. It's the one thing I like about his work. He's taken the advice that Pietro Di Donato once gave me and a lot of other writers. He says, you want to be writers, what you have to do is get a job. And Bob has had a job his whole life. He's worked with the Italian Americans in Civil Service, the Social Service Employees Union, LO 371. So he's been somebody who's kind of had this street experience, and it comes out in his poetry. There's some really funny poems in here where he and a friend are drinking in a bar in Tribeca, and two women come up to them and they start flirting with them, but then they realize they're not Bob De Niro and Marty Scorsese. And the poem is called Bobby and Marty. He has a number of poems about being Italian American. His family comes from the Veneto region. Here's a poem that's definitely influenced by Walt Whitman. I sing of ethnicity, identity, and of America. I sing of the Italian one, immigrants, Italian born, Emilio, 19 at Ellis Island, headed for work in Philadelphia. Adelina arrived, a girl of 8, with mother to reunite with her father in New York City. On a Sunday a dozen years ago, Emilio, visiting his cousin Nana in Clifton, New Jersey, looked up there in the doorway, Adelina. What he does is he recreates the scenes of the creation of his family. And he does this in these kind of straight statements. Some people would argue, are these poetry, are these not poetry? What makes them poetry? I think what makes them poetry is the way the words sing to you, the way he sings. And this is exactly what Whitman was trying to do, having the lines sing, whether it's in a lyric, a short poem, or a kind of a narrative poem, more like an Italian opera singing, which would go on and on. He has some poems about growing up, living in the kind of Woodstock era. Poems about just about life. I'm going to end with this poem called Can You Dance? With speed, strength, agility, intelligent wit, and good looks, one need not fear fate's chill fires, unless, of course, you can't dance. Can you dance? Burnt hair dancing, keen-edged acrid smoke, crisp autumn air. Much more of a kind of a haiku, but it gives the kind of sense of playfulness, but he's playing on the edge, you know, the edge of the city. That is the title of this book.